Well, we made it through Choose the News last hour, and since John is still employed, it's time to take the leftovers out of the fridge, reheat them.
But if it makes everybody feel better, we're not paying him a lot.
No,
He's standing by the microwave for another edition of Choose the News.
Last hour was pretty innocuous. I don't think I need to worry about being fired last hour, guys. So I think we're good.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you don't know how this goes, these are the stories you did not pick. They are the leftovers, hence the name. Do you guys remember when one of your choices was, "When Can I See You Again"?
Yes.
Remember that song? When can I see you again? All right, well, a woman has gone viral for her retelling of her worst first date ever.
Oh.
Okay, they met on Tinder, and he wanted to go to Taco Bell, which was not a deal breaker for her. I love Taco Bell. She likes, I'm not the guy, by the way, but I'm just saying, I love Taco Bell. So they got to the drive-thru, okay? And here's what she says happened next.
We get to the speaker and he just leans over and goes, "I would like 100 hard-shell tacos, thank you." We get to the window. He does one of these numbers. And I'm like, "Did you forget your wallet?" And he's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Do you need me to pay?" He's like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Yeah."
Okay. So she bought 100 Taco Bell tacos, right? And then she says, "Where do you want to go?" He goes, "Let's go back to my place." And for some reason agrees.
Wow.
And they go back to his place. And here's what happens next.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Past his dad into the kitchen. He just starts emptying the boxes of tacos, just releasing them onto the table. Puts 2 chairs at the table, sits down, and he just screams at the top of his lungs, "Let's feast."
Stop it.
I am just calmly unwrapping my taco and taking a bite of it. We are eating hard-shell tacos in complete silence. You can hear both of us chewing. It's absolute chaos.
Yeah, but it gets better. It gets better. She mentioned his dad was there, right?
Yeah.
So Dad comes to the table now, this table full of tacos. Dad joins in.
He's eating over us, just like standing, doesn't sit, stands right next to the table, crunches, mouth full. He just looks at me and he goes, "Do you want to see my studio?" And I was like, I have never wanted to see anything less in my entire life. It was that moment that I decided this date was completely over, or else I was going to be killed, 100%.
She decided.
Yeah.
So that is Elise Myers. She's a bit of a TikTok
God.
star, I guess, even before this. So she said she gathered up all the tacos. She paid for them.
Yeah.
Yes.
She gathered up the tacos and took them home. I can't believe she went as far as she did.
Same. At the time that he said,
100
"Can you pay for the 100 tacos?"
Yeah.
When you saw Bo do this,
It's time.
She also mentioned, too, that she got to his
Uber.
house and he's like, "I can't find my keys. Can you drive?" Or "I lost my keys," or something. Yeah.
Wow.
That was just,
And he
thought that
was
was
living with his dad?
Yeah.
Man, there was a lot wrong.
by the way, she's happily married now, she says. This is before she met her husband.
God bless her.
she met a 2-taco man.
So she
Yeah.
didn't give up.
She didn't give up.
That's a lesson.
I mean, because
Don't give
you might
up.
want to give up after that. And I wouldn't blame you. All right, guys, remember when I gave you the choice of get me out of here?
Yes.
Get me out of here. An Albanian man is behind bars in an Italian prison after being convicted on drug charges. The man was serving his sentence on house arrest, though. But he recently showed up at a police station and asked to go to jail. According to police, he told them, quote, "Listen, my domestic life has become hell. I can't do it anymore. I want to go to jail." The police captain said the guy lived at home with his wife and kids and, quote, "It wasn't going well anymore." So he said, "Take me to prison, please."
What?
Wow.
Police promptly arrested the guy for violating his parole or the terms of his house arrest.
So it was legit.
And, so at least he was smart about it.
I mean, wow.
Now imagine his wife telling this story.
Yeah, good point.
He would rather go
That
to
fool
jail.
would rather go to prison.
Wow.
Than stay.
I feel like there's a lot of that story we don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
That's an iceberg story, right?
Yeah. Many layers deep.
Yes.
More beneath the surface than we know.
Yes.
All right, and for the dessert course, guys. Remember I gave you my personal nightmare.
Oh, yeah.
I gave you my personal nightmare. Now, I love a tropical beach.
Love.
One of my favorite things in the world. Lord Howe Island is a tiny, beautiful little spot off the western coast of Australia.
Okay.
It is tropical, it's lush with beautiful beaches, crystal blue water. It is gorgeous. Only 350 people live there.
Oh, wow.
It's paradise,
Go.
except for
Oh,
one
look
thing.
at that. Look at that.
Oh, look at that.
What is it?
What's the one thing, John?
Rats.
Oh, no.
Thousands and thousands of rats. Wildlife experts estimate that at one point, there were more than 300,000 rats on the island. So
my
1,000 per
gosh.
person.
Nope.
1,000 per
You
person.
get a rat. You get a rat.
The Australian government has spent $17 million trying to eradicate rats from the island. They put out 22,000 rat traps. They dropped 40 tons of rat poison from helicopters.
Oh my gosh.
So you can imagine how disappointed the residents of the island were to find out that it didn't work.
Yeah.
Well, now they got all that rat poison.
People have reported seeing rats around, and now nearly 100 more have been captured and killed since then. But since the rats reproduce so fast, there is concern that there may be many more on the island to come. They think, so the island at one point never had any.
Oh,
They think they may have jumped off ships or something and swam to.
They probably came from Sacramento.
it doesn't take much to reproduce.
We had that story today.
Yeah, apparently they can mate
Yeah.
500 times in an hour.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
I would like to speak on behalf of the rats.
Yeah.
Look here.
Uh-huh.
You didn't want us in New York.
Yeah.
You didn't want us in Roseville at John's house.
Yeah.
We had to go somewhere. So we have come here.
Rat
You can
Island.
drop all the poison you want, but we're going to start growing extra tails and put lasers in our eyes. She pointed.
Imagine you live on this beautiful island. You're one of 350 people.
Yeah.
And there's 1,000 rats just for you.
That's why there's only 350 people. They were like, I don't want to live here.
Here, I got an idea for him. Get a cat.
Or a few.
Yeah. And a guy with a piccolo.
I say the rats have proven that that is their spot.
Yep.
They should
I
keep
feel
it.
like
They
Survivor
keep
should
it.
be filmed there next.
If I lived on that island back, well, I guess we're moving to Melbourne because
Yeah.
we're not doing this anymore.
We'll deal with the huntsman spiders, but
Yeah.
not those rats.
Oh, maybe they can unleash huntsman spiders on
There
the
you
island.
go.
Yeah.
Or those giant toads that they have in northern Australia.
Yeah.
They're like this big.
There
Whoa.
you go.
Yeah.
Huge. Huge. All
And
right.
of course, because it's Australia, you know these are eventually going to grow to be the size of a golden retriever. These
Oh,
rats.
absolutely.
And then
Absolutely.